Federal Liberal MP Ann Sudmalis has declared she's doing a damn good job as she fends off a pre-selection challenge in her marginal New South Wales seat. The Federal Treasurer has also enthusiastically endorsed Ms Sudmalis, one of the few women in the Turnbull government. Former Federal Liberal MP Trish Worth says women don't need special treatments, but they need to be respected.
I don't think they should be immune, but where, particularly in Jane's situation, she had her very senior colleagues backing her, and yet the grassroots worked against her. In some of the other cases, when it looks as if everything's going okay, there's always somebody else that wants to step up. I don't think women need special treatment, but they need respect. And the pre-selectors, who are members of the Liberal Party, need to understand what's good for our party and what's good for government. And after all, women do represent over 50% of the population, and that's particularly relevant. I mean, I'm very pleased that Georgina Downer in Mayo has been pre-selected, and it's great. But often women have to give up some pretty good careers, and we need to know that they're going to get support from, and that the membership of the party will support them and ensure their victory, and therefore ensuring a very good government. We need women to step up. But if they see others being slapped down, perhaps they won't be as likely to do that. And I would encourage the pre-selectors, when these pre-selections come up in the Liberal or the Liberal National Party, to think very carefully about the whole country, the whole government, what's good for the Liberal Party or the Liberal National Party.
Former Liberal MP Trish Worth there. Well, reporter Jane Norman joins us now from Parliament House. Jane, who's behind this challenge and how serious is it?
Well, it's serious enough, Ros, for senior Liberals to be getting involved and to be literally embracing her, as we saw the Treasurer Scott Morrison do in front of the TV cameras a short time ago. Now, Ann Sudmalis at this stage is facing a challenge, and we understand the person behind that is local real estate agent Grant Schultz, and it's for the very marginal New South Wales seat of Gilmore. Now, the ABC has been told Ms Sudmalis has what's been described to me as a poisonous relationship with factional power broker and New South Wales Liberal MP Gareth Ward, who is believed to be backing Mr Schultz. So at the moment, senior Liberals are trying to convince Mr Ward to back off and get behind Ms Sudmalis, and Ms Sudmalis herself has made it very clear she will not be going down without a fight. Here's what she had to say just a short time ago.
I've been doing a damn good job, and there shouldn't be any reason to change the jockey on the horse. We got a great horse, the government's doing a phenomenal job, so I flicked the jockey off. So that's my words to my pre-selectors.
Now, Liberals have told me they don't think Grant Schultz does have the numbers to mount a real challenge against Ann Sudmalis, but they clearly are a little nervous. The nominations close next Friday, so who knows what will happen between now and then. So to shore up her chances, Treasurer Scott Morrison enthusiastically backed her this morning. Let's take a listen to what he had to say about Ms Sudmalis.
Ann has demonstrated that she is the right candidate here because she has won this seat in tough contests. I mean, if it wasn't for Ann at the last election, Bill Shorten would now be Prime Minister. If it was not for Ann, let me say that again, if Ann Sudmalis had not been successful here as the Liberal Party candidate at the last election, Bill Shorten would now be Prime Minister.
So, Jen, there's nothing unusual about pre-selection challenges, but it has become particularly sensitive for the coalition this time around.
Yeah, I mean, we're in pre-selection season. An election is about a year away, so all parties are selecting their candidates. So we often see challenges to MPs and some, wannabe politicians making their ambitions clear. But the added element this time around is gender. Just look at that furious reaction we saw to the shock dumping of LNP frontbencher Jane Prentice in Queensland last weekend. And I've been told that Victorian Liberal Jane Hume could also be under threat. So the Liberal Party has a dearth of women. Just 18 of the party's 84 federal MPs are women. So the party's been told that it really cannot afford to go backwards. The Liberals are starting from a very low base. There is an acknowledgement that this is an issue, and that's why I suppose this time around the gender element the party is particularly sensitive to that issue, Ros.
Thanks, Jane.